Hi, I'm Steve Gottlieb from Aerotech Sales. Today I'm going to show you how to assemble and rig a WindSUP sail. First step in assembling your WindSUP sail is installing the battens. You'll notice right away that the battens are different lengths. In most of the WindSUP sails, the longer batten goes to the top. You install the batten by looking for a little slot in the pocket. Put the tapered end with the plastic tip on it in first. Slide it down. You'll feel it stop. Thread it through the end of the batten. Thread it through the buckle. And just put enough tension on to remove the wrinkles. Do the same thing for the bottom batten. The WindSUP rig comes with a two-piece mast. It's really important when assembling the mast that the pieces go all the way together. If it's partially together like that and you rig it, you can break your mast. So make sure it's all the way together and check it during the rigging process that it stays together. Next, we're going to put the mast into the sail. You do this by sliding the mast into the left sleeve. At the bottom of the sail, you'll see a little opening in the left sleeve. You slide the mast into that. It'll reappear again at the boom opening. Then you slide it again through into the next slot. You slide it all the way up until it pops out the top. Once you slide the mast all the way to the top, the bigger sails will have a fixed head. The smaller sails are going to have an adjustable top. I'll show you how that adjustable top works. The adjustable top works with a plastic cap that fits over the top of the mast. There's a buckle with some webbing. You want to set that so that the sail goes all the way to the bottom under tension. If the sail is longer than the mast, you will need to extend your base extension. I will show you that next. Installing the base extension. On the smaller sails, it's fine to have it positioned all the way at the bottom. When the sail is longer than the mast, you will have to adjust the extension. You do that by sliding this ring up, pulling the pin out, and finding the appropriate spot to reinstall it. Next step is to install the mast extension into the mast. You want to make sure that in the rigging process that you didn't get any sand into the bottom of the mast. Make sure that gets out of there, because what will happen is when you slide this extension in, if there's a lot of sand in there, it will get jammed in there. So slide that extension in. On this one, it's adjusted all the way down, so it bottoms out there. On a bigger sail, the ring would be up here, so that you would have a longer mast. The next step is to thread the downhaul line through the bottom grommet. This is a tack grommet. With this sail, it doesn't require much tension. It's not like a high-performance, high-wind sail that needs a lot of tension. So with this sail, you only have to thread it through this grommet twice. So you thread it through the grommet from the bottom, go through the pulley, doesn't really matter which one, but thread it from the inside. Go through the grommet again, and then you want to thread it through what's called a cleat. There's a cleat that's built into the bottom of this base extension that'll hold your line tight. What you do is just put a little bit of tension on it, make it firm. You don't have to pull it super hard. The first time rigging your WindSUP rig, you're going to have to install your uphaul. The uphaul is designed to pull the sail out of the water. To install it, you'll notice there's an end with some rope on it, or line, and then there's also an end with some elastic on it. You take the end with the line and thread it through a loop on the boom and back through itself. Pull it tight and it's attached. Once you do that once, you don't have to ever take it off. The next step is attaching the boom to the mast. Do that by lining the mast up with the front boom end and snapping it in place. Close the back closure, wrap the line around the lip, and you want to close the front end so it's nice and firm. If it's not the proper amount of tension, you can adjust that with the line right here in the cleat. Your WindSUP boom will come with adjustable length settings. You adjust the length by flipping these little clips down, sliding the boom in or out. On this boom it requires a 147 length, so you go to that spot, close the clip, and you're ready to go. Next step is to outhaul it. You take the sail, pull it towards you, take the outhaul line, thread it through the grommet, thread it over the end of the boom here. There's a little catch, and then apply tension. You want to just tension it, pull it right out to the end of the boom like that, and that's the appropriate setting so that the sail is just off of the boom. Got a little bit of shape in it so it gets some power. In higher wind you will make it tighter, that. In lighter wind you might make it a little bit looser. We're almost ready to get on the water, so we're going to finish up our rigging process by wrapping your downhaul line around the bottom of the mast. You don't want to have anything on the deck of the board that you're going to trip over, so just a couple quick loops around the mast should hold it without much difficulty. You also want to take your uphaul, which we installed earlier, and thread it over the bottom as well. This elastic loop goes right like that, so when you're uphauling the sail you can easily reach it. Your WindSUP rig will come with a Euro pin mast base. This is really easy to operate. In order to install it, make sure the bottom of your extension is clean of sand. Slide the Euro pin into that, press the button, and it's locked in. Before going on the water, you want to check your boom height. For a beginner, appropriate height is somewhere between chest and shoulder. So for me personally, I'd want this just a little bit higher than that. A little bit shorter person would want it a little bit lower. Now that you've